My name is Billy Coulon, and this is my 1981 Volkswagen Rabbit pickup. I've had it since 2004, so over 20 years. It was my daily driver for about 10 years, and I would drive it far. Yeah, I've gotten some other cars since then, but for some reason I just can't let go of this one. You know, so I thought it needed some new seats. Yeah, so I was able to go into the shop and sit in a bunch of different seats, and I'm a pretty picky person, but I was seriously in there for 5-10 minutes, and I was like, the Sportline, I just knew that was gonna fit. Nice. So good. Makes the rest of my interior look like shit. Soon enough though. Yeah, so I mean over the years, I have been modifying the truck and just doing different stuff and changing different things on it. I had a paint job about 10 years ago. And you know, it was kind of getting down to the interior. And then now we start with the seats, and as soon as we got the seats in, automatically everything else just looks like shit in there. So pretty soon that thing is going to have a really nice interior in it. These seats have definitely inspired me to start fixing up the interior. I have been into cars since I was really little. Volkswagen's mainly my dad, you know, had a Volkswagen bus, he had a Bug, and you know, I've always been into cars, but I've also always been into skateboarding too. I just want to film you guys. That eventually turned into our business. We design and build concrete skateboard parks, and that involves us traveling all over the place. It involves driving a lot, and you know, believe it or not, this was actually our very first work truck. Yeah, there's a lot of road tripping involved. Now I got some comfortable seats to sit in. There was a time though when it was like something that I worked out of, you know, and even before we had the business, I commuted to other job sites with it all over Oregon and Washington. There's a picture of it somewhere with a 12-inch culvert strapped to the roof, and the reason I even bring it up was because I took the culvert off and then I noticed I put a nice big dent in the roof. I strapped the culvert. It's gotten body work since then. So when I was driving here today, it's the first time I've really driven it with the seats in it. And I drove it, daily drove it for 10 years ago. But in the last 10 years, I haven't been driving it all that much. When I got to drive anywhere more than 20 minutes, 10 minutes away, I usually take another car. And, I just thought it wasn't that comfortable to drive far. I couldn't really put my finger on it. But today, when I was driving it here, I was just cruising on the highway thinking, man, this thing is comfortable. Man, this thing drives nice. And you know what? It's the seats. It's the seats. So now I am gonna start driving this thing and driving it far. So yeah, the seats actually really make a big difference.